What's up, guys? Pop by Pigs for Life here, and today we're back with another episode of Conservation Carnival in Planet Zoo. Kicking things off, I did do a little bit of work off camera, in the sense that I made the roads look a lot more like roads. So, right over here, I added, some of these, like, little curbs in the middle to make it look like the, dotted line. And that's not all. If we go down, right over here, I decided to download a, item from the Steam Workshop. I added in some traffic lights and a crosswalk. So, yeah, I'll make sure to include the blueprint in, the link in the description. One other little thing that I did is, I made sure to neaten the tunnel, so it actually looks like a tunnel, like, built into, like, a mountain. And, like, if you, like, ever see a tunnel on the highway, it, like, kind of looks like tunnel, a little bit like the Sumner Tunnel going into Boston from where I live. But yeah, you know what's super crazy is that this is the 100th video on the channel. Already, it's been 100 videos. That's crazy. And really quickly, before we get started, I just want to thank all of you guys for your amazing supports, with these first 100 videos. It really does mean a lot to me, and I really look forward to making even more content for you guys. Even if sometimes it might take a while, because life's got other plans. But yeah, speaking of plans, so the plan for this video is we're going to add in more animals to the petting zoo. So the animals we're going to do is we're going to definitely add in the Asian Small Clawed Otter. They're going to go right in here. And then right in these two exhibits, right in here, we're going to add in Meerkats, Aardvarks, and Springbok. And right in here, we're going to do Thomson's Gazelles and Common Warthogs. Again, we're going to do the little trick with the elephant grass, so that way it can look like, rather than like going into the exhibit, guests just like feed the animals. But yeah, so one other order of business is, as we all know, the collared peccary was added for the 4-year anniversary of Planet Zoo. Man, I feel so old, thinking that Planet Zoo came out 4 years ago. We're gonna do that next video. I promise. Cause I promised last video that we would, do this, and I really want to keep that promise. So, yeah. So, next video, we will definitely be adding the collared peccaries. And I've got some other plans that I will discuss later in the video. But for right now, we're going to think in the present, and we're going to get started on today's video. So I think to start, we're going to do the, Asian Small Clawed Otters first. So we've got, hang on. We've got 2 cute little Asian Small Clawed Otters. These guys are probably my favorite animal in the game because they're just so stinking adorable. So yeah, they're gonna go right here. And while I'm waiting, this would also be the perfect time to keep on the lookout for some more collared peccaries. Oh no! One of our prairie dogs is gonna die. Oh, that does remind me. I don't know if any of you guys have been keeping up with the Urban Rescue Ranch, but it appears that Big Ounce has passed away. You know what? Before we continue, we need to take a moment to commemorate the life of a prairie dog. Alright guys, so right over here, I just added a little bit of a tribute to Big Ounce. We've got a sign, we've got rest in peace Big Ounce, and we've got some flowers, but also, most importantly, we've got his favorite food, watermelons. Rest in peace, Big Ounce. May your yahoos be always remembered. Alright, so anyways, now moving on to, a little bit of a lighter topic. Ooh, perfect. Both Asian Small Clawed Otters are in here, and they are very unhappy. So, yeah, let's get to work on this habitat. Alright guys, so first habitat of the video, the Asian Small Clawed Otter. Sorry if I sound a little bit choked up. I did just, finish watching the official Big Ounce Remembrance video. Rest in peace, Big Ounce. But yeah, so on a lighter note, so here we've got the Asian Small Clawed Otter habitat. They really don't need an introduction because I literally like just said what was going to go in this habitat. But yeah, so now on a lighter note, onto some animal facts. So for starters, the Asian Small Clawed Otter is also referred to as the Oriental Small Clawed Otter. These guys are the smallest species of otter in the world, weighing in at only 2.2 pounds and reaching a maximum length at only 2 feet. Otters in general are known for having very dense fur, with the sea otter having the densest fur of any animal. I forget exactly like what's the exact like amount of hairs per follicle is, but with the Asian Small Clawed Otter, these guys can have as many as 450,000 individual hairs per square inch of their body. And this fur is completely repellent to water, as its dense fur, combined with air pockets underneath the fur, allows them to stay dry under the water. Which, speaking of the water, I wanted to make this, like, little body of water look unique, and, like, not just a circular pool. So, yeah, so because of that, I really like how, like, the path sort of, like, having to shape the water in terms of the path sort of makes it, like, unique. So yeah, just adding in a little bit of a bridge, and then also, like, later on the scenery. I'm really happy with how the scenery turned out, especially that, waterfall that was added in the aquatic pack. A little bit of finagling I had to do with the habitat, gate, like, for the guests, but yeah, I figured something out, and, yeah, I'm really happy with how this habitat turned out. So yeah, and especially, like I said, with the, like, uniqueness of the, like, lake, like, how it's, like, a unique shape. It's not just, like, a circle or, like, an oval or, yeah, like, it's not just, like, a perfect shape, but rather, like, an imperfect, like, blob. That's sort of what I was going for. And I really like this little, like, piece of land, like, jutting out, like a peninsula, so to speak. And here's the, waterfall that I mentioned. And what's great is that the otters can actually go underneath the waterfall. So we were able to use that as, like, hard shelter, which was really nice. On a different note, I hope you guys were all able to enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hope you guys were able to, like, connect with your family. I certainly was able to, so that was a fun time. Hope you guys were able to eat all sorts of nice food, and I also hope that you guys enjoyed your free time off of school. I, for one, definitely enjoyed my time off, and I was able to record this video that you are watching, which is great. So yeah, so now the next couple weeks leading up until, Christmas break might be a little bit more busy, so just expect to see a little bit less content being uploaded on the channel. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I'll see you guys once this thing's done. No, big ounce. No, big ounce. Well, Big Ounce died in real life and in the game. Yeah, these guys don't really live that long. But anyways, so in terms of the Asian Small Clawed Otter enclosure, this actually looks pretty good. Love the foliage that I added in. For the enrichment, I just added in the 3 different types of balls that they have in the game. Rubber duck, the bubble machine, and then this actually made for a really nice hard shelter right underneath the waterfall. Yeah, this is really nice habitat, I must say. Oh gosh. Oh, found a problem. That's better. Completely forgot that I moved the gate. In fact, let me go ahead and fix this. Okay, that's better. Let's capture this otter. All right, I think that should be good. Let's check. You can still get around just fine. Yep, and you can no longer get out. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Expecting some offspring from the fallow deer. But with that being said, we should get another prairie dog. Full disclaimer, I do realize after watching a lot of the Urban Rescue Ranch, I do realize that this would not be adequate for an actual animal rehab because of the human contact going on, especially with this. This would be a huge no-go in terms of animal rehab, because the idea with animal rehab is you want to get the animals like I don't know how to explain it, but like you need to get them desocialized with humans, and this is like not good. So yeah, so this isn't like meant to be like an actual rehab, just meant to be like fake, I guess. But yeah, or like not even like a wildlife rehab, but sort of like a zoo with like local wildlife, because this zoo is based in Texas, just like the Urban Rescue Ranch. So the idea is this is just like a zoo to showcase the local wildlife. Alright guys, so before we get started on our next 2 exhibits, if we go into animal storage, got another black-tailed prairie dog, and I was also able to get 2 more collared peccaries, so that is what we will do. Next episode is the collared peccaries. Ooh, baby European fallow deer. Oh, little baby. Aww. Oh my gosh, it's actually so adorable. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm inside the bush. That's funny. Alright, so, are there any guests in here? Okay, so there are a couple guests in here. So, yeah, once the prairie dog arrives, then we can, get started on the next exhibit. Perfect. Right here we have Big Ounce the second. What? Why didn't that say? Hang on. Big Ounce the second. Big Ounce will live on forever. Alright, so anyways, that's enough of that. So now let's get started on this enclosure. So one thing I want to do is, like, obviously, like, a lot of it's going to be, like, flat, like, open pasture for the Springbok, but I also do want to make, like, a little area for the, Aardvarks and the, Meerkats to get some privacy, so I'm gonna make it very, like, rocky and stuff. So I'll probably move this gate, and I'll have this section over here be, like, an exclusive behind-the-scenes area for, the Meerkats and Aardvarks. Perfect. Now, hopefully, the Aardvarks and the Meerkats can pass right through here, and they have all this space. I want to make it nice and rocky for them. There we go. We've got all sorts of rock piles for them. This would probably be a good place to put the burrow. And then they have all this area to be with the guests. So let's move this gate right over here. And now I'm going to remember to put the fence right there. So with that being all said and done, let's add in the animals. So, got 2 Aardvarks, 2 Meerkats, because if I remember correctly, I believe they're monogamous, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Springbok. I got a little bit carried away with the Springbok, I'll admit. I think that one thing we can definitely do while we wait is, oh my gosh, everything is dying of old age. Let's put a burrow here. And can we fit a burrow here? No, we can't. That's a shame. We can fit one here, though. And let's add in a couple small burrows for the Meerkats. There we go. Yeah, a bunch of stuff is dying. Alright, so now we can start breeding these guys. Alright, perfect. Springbok. Ooh, and Meerkats. Oh. Okay, yeah, let's wait just a little while for everything to happen. There we go. Let's just pause that for a moment. Okay, yeah, we need to get working on this terrain. Alrighty, guys, so on to some more animal facts. So we're going to start with the meerkat. So meerkats will take several measures to ensure that they are safe while in search of food. For example, a group of meerkats called a sentry, spelt S-E-N-T-R-Y, will find a high point, such as a termite mound or a short tree, and they will use that higher position to watch for predators such as birds of prey and jackals, among other predators that might want to take a crack at them. Another little safety measure that these little buggers will take is to dig out several bolt holes in their general territory, so that way whenever a predator does show up, they can make a quick escape. Meerkats even go as far as assigning babysitters to keep their most recent offspring safe from rival mobs. This role as babysitter often rotates between members of the family. So yeah, and I mentioned this in an Augusta Zoo video, but it was so long ago that you guys probably don't even remember. But in a group of meerkats, only the alpha male and alpha female are allowed to have offspring. So yeah. Now moving on to the Aardvark. So it's no surprise that Aardvarks are expert diggers. They can dig at a rate of 2 feet per 15 seconds. Times that by 4 and you get a whopping 8 feet per minute. No wonder that these guys have earned the nickname Earth Pig. Aardvarks are also nocturnal animals and have excellent low-light vision. However, these guys have an incredibly hard time seeing in broad daylight, and in fact, Aardvarks are actually colorblind, so they can't see in color, basically. You guys probably know what that means. You guys are smart. Alright, so moving on to the Springbok. So, many people make an analogy between Springboks and Gazelles because, Springbok are relatively small. However, the Springbok is actually a type of antelope. Speaking of, the name Springbok derived from the Afrikaans term for jumping antelope. This term was first coined in the year 1775. These guys are the national animal of South Africa, with their home range extending through much of the dry deserts of the Kalahari. The Springbok have a special adaptation as it can live almost its entire life without any drinking water. However, of course, in Conservation Carnival, we want to give our Springbok the best life possible, and that means giving them access to drinking water. I mean, in real life, Springbok do get the water from the food they eat. So yeah, but we'll make sure to supply them with drinking water, as you were able to see by the sides of the barn. Alright guys, I have fantastic news. Already, we got a little baby otter! Oh my gosh, this thing is so adorable! Alright, let's see it. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking cute! Ooh, he's on the run. Oh my gosh, but I love these things so much. These things single-handedly bring me joy. Oh, it's going to play with the beach ball! Maybe. Oh no, it's going to get food. But anyways, so, right over here, we've got the, finished Springbok and Aardvark and Meerkat enclosure. So, we got the Springboks right over here. We've got sick animals. This actually looks really nice. They're grazing and stuff. And all of our animals are growing up. Man, they grow so fast. And to think that we just got these animals last episode. Like, holy cow. And then right over here is the little, like, private section for the Aardvarks and the Meerkats. The Springbok can go there if they please as well. Where are the Meerkats? Ooh, they're using the log, or at least this one is. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, so, oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, so a load of our animals are going to be quarantined and treated for their disease. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this exhibit turned out. One thing I'll maybe do is I'll maybe add in some one-way glass so that way guests can still look in, but the animals think that they're getting some privacy. So yeah, let's see. Just got a thing about some armadillos maturing. Yeah, our male recently passed away. So what's gonna happen is, once you die, we're going to keep one of the offspring and buy them a mate. We'll keep the one with the best genetics. And unfortunately, our female cougar also passed away recently. So right now it's just dad and it's the babies. So again, we'll keep the one with the best genetics. Got loads of animals maturing. Honestly, maybe one other thing that we'll do next episode is we'll make like a little private section for these guys, so that way if they ever get too stressed, they can get away from the guests. Holy moly. Okay, I need to pause this for just 1 second. Alright guys, so now we only have one more habitat we need to complete for this episode. That is the Warthog and Thomson's Gazelle habitat. Or, how do you pronounce it? Thomson's Gazelle. Okay, I was right. So, I got 6 Thomson's Gazelle and 2 Warthogs. And they're going to go right in here. Alright guys, we're in the final stretch of the video. Finishing things off by working on the Warthog and Gazelle enclosure, specifically the Thomson's Gazelle, because now I realize that there are 2 species of gazelle in the game, the Thomson's Gazelle and the Dama Gazelle. So yeah, anyways, time to finish things off with some facts. So, we're going to start with the Common Warthog. So, to start, the Common Warthog gets its name from the wart-like protrusions on its face. These protrusions are made primarily of bone and cartilage, and are used to protect the warthog's face when fighting for breeding rights. While these guys mostly eat plant material, much like other pigs, they're actually opportunistic omnivores, and will occasionally scavenge on carrion when given the chance. Also, I watched this video by Casual Geographic about how oftentimes herbivores will choose to eat meat if they have insufficient diets. So, yes, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, so moving on to the Thomson's Gazelle. So, the Thomson's Gazelle has many natural predators such as lions, hyenas, painted dogs, jackals, and whatever else wants to take a crack at them. However, these guys have a unique way of staying hidden in a form of camouflage known as crypsis, spelt C-R-Y-P-S-I-S. This allows them to remain hidden from predators that are only 5 meters away. These guys are also very silent, often using body signs as a means of communication between individuals. Okay, so you'll see in a minute that I completely forgot to include this at the end of the video, but I just want to reiterate to you guys how much I appreciate your support, especially after these first 100 videos on the channel. It really just means so much to me that you guys are taking the time to watch my videos, and I really look forward to making more content in the future. Alright guys, as the sun is setting over Conservation Carnival, this is the finished product. Yeah, this is the exhibits. We got some warthogs, and we've got some Thomson's Gazelle. Ooh, there's a fast boy, or is it a boy? No, it's a girl. Well, my bad. You know what I mean. We've got a little mud bath, but for whatever reason, whenever I try to lower it, it keeps flattening the terrain. If you guys know how to turn off flattened terrain, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, because if we go to mud bath, it says this object will always flatten the terrain, but I've seen Planet Zoo builders such as like Delay Designer, like be able to sink the mud bath into the ground. So yeah, so if you guys know how to turn off the flattened terrain, make sure to let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, man, we got a lot done this episode. We added in, well, we started by adding in the Asian Small Clawed Otter, right over here. We also added in an enclosure for Aardvarks, Meerkats, and Springbok. Ooh, and it looks like the Meerkats are over in this section, which is really cool. Let's see, here's the Springbok, and, there should also be the, Aardvark. Here they are. Here are the Aardvarks. It's fitting that these guys are coming out at night, because, like I mentioned with the animal facts, these guys are nocturnal. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, of course, the most recent habitat being the habitat for the warthogs and the Thomson's Gazelle. So yeah, with that being said, I think that is a great place to wrap up today's video. So, plans for next video. No, our Timberwolf has died. Oh, rest in peace. So anyways, speaking of the wolves, here's the plan. The plan is, so like I mentioned, next video we're going to add in the collared peccaries, as well as create a little, an extension to the pronghorn and, prairie dog enclosure, because let's be honest, it's kind of small. So we're gonna do that, but also what we're gonna do next video is we're also going to improve the little dingo and timberwolf enclosures, because I mean, yes, guests can get a somewhat decent view of the animals, not so much the main wolves. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna add in those little side streets, so in between the enclosures we're gonna line it with houses, and we can then use these houses, especially this one, we can use them to get some new viewing opportunities, and they can be a better way to hide the viewing dome entrances. And if we have time, then maybe we can finish up the petting zoo with the big South American enclosure. But one thing I want to mention is, like I did between this episode and last episode, I might do a little bit of planning, with the paths and the next sections of the zoo and the train track as well. But yeah, with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.